Samuel Japane is the chief birding expert at the Outpost Lodge in the Kruger National Park. His passion for birds has completely transformed his life.
Wow, the very tiny bird right here. It can mimic more than 50 different species. It's this one, Sabotlang. And the grey hornbill, Tocas nasutas, bird number 457. I love this bird. Hear it. Emerald spotted wood dove. It's a sad song. Do you know what it says? It says, my father is dead, my mother is dead, I am not happy, no one loves me. It's a sad song. And I can hear another one. The Grey-headed Sparrow. Some bird species are listed in numbers by Robert and Newmans. So I usually say their numbers. Southern Grey-headed Sparrow is 804. And I can hear the long-billed cromback. That one. You hear it? Yeah, it's long-billed cromback. So that one is a resident. It's found here the whole year.
The Makahlule region of South Africa's Kruger National Park is rich in biodiversity with over 785 different species of birds. This is where Samuel Japane, a game ranger with an encyclopedic knowledge of birds, works.
I love to listen them with their calls, and I can identify with their calls.
Lovely shot.
But there is a bird that continues to elude him.
I'm still looking forward to try to find the marsh warbler. It's a migration bird. Birds that are coming from far, like Europe. They fly for long distance, more than 10,000 kilometers. It's a little bird, looks like this one.
Tourist. Yeah.
They can cross even the border without showing the visa or passport, without paying even a single cent. This tells me that birds are free animals, as they can go wherever they like, as long as if they have energy to do so, just fly. A broad-billed roller, 450. It's a migration bird, intra-Africa. Mave's starling. It was called the long-tailed starling. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Samuel. So you are more than welcome to this afternoon safari. I just want to know your special interest at the back.
Well, animals in general. We have seen some lions before and cheetahs. We have not seen so many elephants.
I will try to find the elephant that you were spoken about. Are you happy if I can show you even the smaller things? Because the bush is not only for the big things, A lot of people are missing a lot of interesting stuff, especially the smaller things.
I'm interested in the migratory birds, Samuel. Are there any here?
Yes, we have a lot of them. We can find even the rabbit, marsh warbler. It's around here this time of the year.
It'd be lovely if we could see that.
Definitely. The moment I take my guest to the game drive, I feel excited because I love the bush. After I heard from my guests what they want to see, then I start making a plan to take them to the place where I expect to see something there that they have mentioned. Some guests were here to see Big Five, but I try the level of my best to invite them to the new world of birds. Red-billed Oxpecker, bird number 772. They eat the ticks and they like to drink blood. When animal is wounded, they drink the blood. So it can take more than 400 ticks every day. Wow. The grey-headed Bushshrike, that big tree in the lower. It's this one. The Grey-headed Bushshrike. We call it a spook fuel because it can heard than seen. So we're lucky to see it crossing.
Samuel works at the Outpost for 6 weeks and then goes home for 2 weeks leave.
A lot of people who knows me some years back, they don't believe if I'm doing this. They're completely shocked. How did you know these smaller things?
Even on his journey home, his enthusiasm for small things is contagious.
Oh, the one flying, I saw it. Oh, when the giraffe's feeding, it disturbed some locusts or butterflies. So the fork-tailed drongo catches them.
On his way home, Samuel stops by the school his children go to and where his passion for birding began.
This is the school Makahlule, where I used to work as a security guard, 2006 up until 2012. So I used to stay here. The school built this room for me. I was working here day and night. Yeah, it was tough.
Oh, looks right.
Yeah.
Oh my guys.
Hey. Hey,
Samuel has been invited to give the children a talk on his journey from security guard to bird specialist, with the hopes that it will inspire them to be young conservationists.
Avuxeni vana. Hi, ngatshama hansi. Mintiva pela. Sungule la gedeni, ni tira la gedeni ni security ku ringana malembe ya 5 rin'we. Ku fikela wani ku nga va na xivilelo hi vitomi bya mina. Hi ku a byi nga cinci hi malembe lawa ma 5 rin'we. Se ni sungula ku vilela. One day when I slept, it came to me as a dream with a lot of questions. How can you change your life? In the middle of the night, I waked up. The same question was still ringing. In the morning, when the sun rises, it rised with my answer. The answer was very much challenging for me. Rumi se nirina tlamulu. Tlamulu aiku. Loko wodonda sunyanyani. Utachicha vitomi bya wena. Hi nkarhi walowo a ni nge se tshama ni twa munhu loyi a nga dyondza hi swinyanyani. Vanhu lava va tirha Kruger a no teka ku I vanhu lavawani va tirhaka hi swiharhi. I wanted to give up, but there was a push. Do it, do it. So I continue collecting a lot of newspapers, and I even started making a list of different species of birds in my village.
One day, 2 South African women from wilderness safaris arrived at the school. They were doing a project called Children in the Wilderness, and their main goal was to get children interested in nature and preserving wildlife.
So I opened them the main gate, and I showed them the principal's office. I went back in my workplace in the main gate. While I was sitting there, I started meditating. Why you do not ask the 2 ladies about your dream? Kusuka kwalao niku hey, vamani mina nina noro. Nilorili noro waku ni donda sunyanyani. Ni hetelela ni va a bird specialist. Unwani kaba mani lava ani hahela so. Aku vanhu vo fana na wena. Va laveka ka tiko leriwani. Ni twa ku tsaka la phakati ka mina niku hey la senta pfuneka la. Ni twa swi ni tsakisa. Se kusuka kwalaho aka mavhiki mambirhi va ve va ni xavela tibuku timbirhi. I love that book. So those ladies played the very most important role in my life. They have put light in my future. Then I started focusing in my 2 books, and I was reading the name of the bird, the scientific name sometimes, and the number. Se ile xixinyanyi xa kona maxi wobla. Tunyanyani twa to mi ti vona ku to. Tu kota ku ecenyeta swinyanyani swo tala, minoti, ma vona noti. Ali lawani hina xinyanyani lexi nge Ngubane ni ma yi tiva Ngubane. Ngubane ku na noti wo saseka ngopfu. Ni mi endlela wona.
I still remember one time when I came with a CD that I have to put it in the computer so I could practice the best sound. So I was very much amazed by the way how he were able to identify the bird calls.
Se loko ni faka rin'wana loko ni ri kaya a ni fana ni vekela lexiya xa DVD ka TV siku ro sungula ku endla ntirho lowu ni byerile Ngamu na vana ni ku a ni lavi ku disturbiwa no kombela ivi ni khiya yindlu ya mina ni nghena ni ku na lowu munhu a ta ku a ta ni lava mi n'wi byele ku a ni busy.
I still remember one lady came to me and said, "No, have you seen what my Japanese is doing? That guy is running mad. Have you ever seen what he's doing? He's just moving around all over, moving around with a book, singing like a bird." I said, "No, he's very much fond of birds. So let us wait and see how far he will go."
Sama mungu twa noti lowo. Kwala usehleni sweswi yani? A wu nandzihi noti lowo. Na tshemba un'wana wa mina a nga wu kota noti lowu. Loko mo wu yingisela wu nandziha ngopfu. Se yes, ni twile un'wana munghana wa mina a kha wu ba laya. Yi kwi kukho, yi ba yi kwi. Wow, well done. Well done. When I was still young, 7 to 8, the time when I saw bird flying and having a lot of questions. Why they flew, what they ate, where did they come from? So from that time, I started loving them, but it ended from that time up until when I dreamed about them.
But after his dream, Samuel became so obsessed with birds it started interfering with his sleep.
At night, I was giving my wife a lot of stress. I could wake up and start listening birds call at night. But now she's happy because I'm doing it. We are blessed. We have 7 children. My firstborn is Amukelani Mishak, Japan. My secondborn is California, Japan. My thirdborn is Piselani Victoria. My fourthborn is Moses Kurula, Japan. My fifthborn is Felicia, Japan. My sixthborn is Tlautelo, Japan. My lastborn is Kepshin, Japan, and she's cute. She can tell you more than 7 different species of birds with their scientific name, but she's still in grade R. She knows woodland kingfisher, that is Halcyon senegalensis. It's coming from Senegal and intra-Africa. It's bird number 433. So, ungani tsumbusha, ungani tlela swinyende swi ni nga ku dyondzisa nkarhi luwa.
Wilson senegalensis. Wilson chelekucha. Chronisa sigaba. Jacobin coco.
Wow, good. Red.
Red-capped ruben chat.
Wow, good. Red.
Red-capped ruben chat.
Red-capped ruben chat. Wow, wadonda. What?
Fly away, fly away, fly away, away, my bell. The devil is there, the devil is there, is there, is there, is there to catch you.
Wow. Ngwana ngawativa swilo. Ha! Ndakukukomba xinyanyani xin'wana xo kala swinene n'wananga. Se xinyanyani lexiwani xi va xi ri moyeni, xi vitaniwaku i maxwobla, hi lexiwani. Wa xi vona? Hi lexiwani. Tinyanyani to twanana to taniwa. Na swi tiva ku lexi u ta xi tiva swinene. Max. Wow, wa tiva n'wananga. Hala ka hina ha ri na lucky hi mhaka yini xata. Lu saseki ngopfu.
In 1991, Samuel was struggling to find a full-time job. With a growing family to feed, he was concerned.
I dreamed about owning 3 donkeys. So I spoke to my mother. She said to me, a long time ago before I was born, they had 3 donkeys. With the last money that I get from my job, I decided to buy donkeys. Then I started collecting some firewood, river sand, water, helping people in the community. By that time, I was getting something on the table. When time goes, I realized that there was a competition. Some people started buying donkeys and the wagons. Sometimes I was spending the whole month without getting a single client. So I started worried and tried to find a job. Then I ended up by getting the security guard job.
Samuel's son took over the donkey business, and after his dream about birds, he approached the Makahlule Community Properties Association, the CPA, to ask them to help him fund his studies to become a game ranger, specializing in birds.
So I said to them, my dream is to learn birds and become a bird specialist. Could you please assist me in offering me to go to do such a course? They said to me they should not take me as a single person to go to do the course because the money is not for theirs, it's for the community. So I went back home, studying my birds by myself for a period of 7 months. People were discouraging me. Sometimes, somehow, I was thinking maybe, as people are saying, I looks like if I'm running mad. Are they true? Let me continue doing my stuff. They ended up by advertising the post of 2 guides. The day of interview arrived, and I was competing with the youngsters aged 25 to 30. They were from different universities. They were clever than me. Bed number 633. The interviewer heard the bird calling. He was quickly asking me a question, what bird it was. I quickly said to him, Chisport Baptist, bed number 701. So he looked at me and said, excellent. There started a very big argument. People were complaining about my age because by the time I was 46, in 2 weeks after the interview, I got a call from the office informing me to pack everything to go to do the course.
Kuba swi va na ndhawu ya swona swi vangiwa hi ku a ni swi fana na hina vanhu un'wana na un'wana wa swi lava ku va na ndhawu ya yena leyi nga ngheneleriwaka hi wun'wanyana hi yo mhaka swi humelerisaka swona ku loko xin'wanyani loko xin'wana xi lava ku teka ndhawu ya xin'wana xo lwa na xona xi hlula lexi nga hluriwa xi ta tsutsuma se xi sala xi teka na ndhawu liya sala kahle thank you.
The Makuleke people also had to fight for their own territory. The land that Samuel works on once belonged to their ancestors, and their struggle to reclaim it was long and hard.
The Makuleke people were staying there since 1884. They were staying there with their animals. They were staying there with the fauna and flora. They were even conservationists. They were taking care of the conservation on their own. 1969 was the hardest time of the Makuleke community. They were forcibly removed from their own ancestral land. Apartheid laws were inflicted because people there was just an announcement which came to them through the government officials to say, on this date, you must be ready to be removed. A lot of people, mainly, were working elsewhere in the industrial side. It was the defenseless women and children who were remaining there. And those who are not going to agree the resettlement, they're going to be shot dead. They were promised that. And of course, on gunpoint, people were loaded into trucks. The hardest part of it is that when you were loaded into the truck, the officials will put your house into fire. When we arrived here, there was no infrastructure. People were given the tents, the soldiers' tents, and given the ultimatum that in 7 days they must have constructed a dwelling place at least. In 7 days. How is that possible?
But the community did manage to rebuild, and after South Africa's transition to democracy, began the legal battle, the struggle to reclaim their land.
Kruger National Park did not change the status of the land. It left it for conservation. If conservation is going to yield some income for us, we are going to use it at the very same level.
The land claim was successful, and is now for the benefit of the whole Makuleke community. The lodge Sam works at is one of 3 owned by the community, and 68 members are employed within the park.
This area is owned by the Makuleke community. The boundary is Lifufu and Lipopo, 26,000 hectares. And it's a lot of birds. It is regarded as its 80% biodiversity of the Kruger National Park. So coming to birds, it's a home of birds. So we are looking to find this one. Let's hope, because it's a good area for them. This one is yours. To be slippery. Come on, come on. Yo, I can hear another migration one. The willow warbler is calling.
A wood warbler?
Yeah, willow.
Willow warbler?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic.
I think she should be a little bit back that side. Not a spefa. Yeah, it's an alarm call. Something like a predator nearby. Should be a leopard or lion or bird of prey like the African crowned eagle, because they kill them. So working here, for me, it's a privilege. It's a home of birds. And it's my land, too. When I started doing this bedding, I was old. Roughly 46 years old. And the coming March, I'll be reaching 51. According to my understanding, age is just a number. You can do whatever you want at any age. Especially if you have a dream to become something. So you need to focus and hope that you will be that thing one day.